Hey guys, so what was the homework, guys? Nothing in the practice book? Hmm. 12.7. Listen to Dan. Look at Dan, guys. This is Dan. He needs to make some lifestyle changes. He needs to make some lifestyle changes. Does he want to change? Do you think he will? Let's find out.
"12.7. Dan.
The doctor says I need to do more exercise. I hate doing exercise. And I'm not interested in cycling to work. I like driving. I can't drink less coffee. I need 10 cups a day. I don't want to eat less junk food. I like junk food. I can't cook, and I don't want to learn. Why should I watch less TV? It's my only hobby. I like going to bed really late. I am not going to meditate. It's really boring.
12.7.
Listen one more time.
Dan.
The doctor says I need to do more exercise. I hate doing exercise. And I'm not interested in cycling to work. I like driving. I can't drink less coffee. I need 10 cups a day. I don't want to eat less junk food. I like junk food. I can't cook, and I don't want to learn. Why should I watch less TV? It's my only hobby. I like going to bed really late. I am not going to meditate. It's really boring.
Does he want to change, guys?
No.
No, he doesn't.
Do you think he will?
No, he won't.
He wants it.
It's very less. It's very unlikely, right? It's very
Not
unlikely.
To change his routine.
It's very unlikely that he will change. What did you hear? He loves junk food. And watching TV is his only hobby. His only hobby is watching TV. More. What do you remember? He doesn't want to cook, and he can't cook, and he doesn't want to learn cooking. Come on, can you remember anything?
He takes to drink coffee 10 times a day.
Yeah, he drinks 10 cups of coffee a day.
And he doesn't want to exercise.
Yeah, he doesn't want to exercise.
He doesn't want to cycling to work.
He doesn't want to cycle to work.
Cycle to work.
Yeah, he doesn't want to cycle to work.
Good evening.
Hey, Tani. He doesn't want to cycle to work. Carry on. Tell me more. Anything else you remember?
12.7 Dan.
The doctor says I need to do more exercise. I hate doing exercise. And I'm not interested in cycling to work. I like driving. I can't drink less coffee. I need 10 cups a day. I don't want to eat less junk food. I like junk food. I can't cook, and I don't want to learn. Why should I watch less TV? It's my only hobby. I like going to bed really late. I am not going to meditate. It's really boring.
Okay. He goes to bed really late
Wait.
and he doesn't want to meditate either. Look at this guy. Look at his body. Do you think there will be a lot of girls interested in marrying Dan? Looks like a monster, right? So you need to give him advice. What do you think? You would give him advice in the using the first conditional or the second conditional? Why? No, not hoping. We are not hoping. We think it is less likely. We think it is less likely. So what do you think? What is the impression you are getting about Dan? He's very
He's lazy, chubby.
yeah, and he's very keen on changing his lifestyle. He's very
No,
or he's not keen at all.
He's addicted.
not keen at all.
He's not keen at all. You know, he doesn't want to change his lifestyle. So because you are not very confident that he's going to do it, that's why you would use the second condition. Not because you don't want him, because you think it is less likely that he will do what you're saying. So what advice will you give to him? Hey, Dan,
If you did more exercise.
did more exercise, you would feel great, boy. Okay? First, in your head, I'll give you a couple of minutes. In your head, think how you would give him advice. And don't forget the impression he is putting on you. He didn't show any interest in changing. He kept saying no, no, no to everything, to every change. Why should I eat less junk food? I really love junk food.
फिटनेस में जाइए
Okay, I'll be back.
कार्बो ऐसा ना खाओ
But unnecessary exercise. Exercise that I didn't want. This kind of hard work. Huh. I'm not used to it. God. Guys, are you done with the practice? Let's make sentences. Number 2. Hey, Dan. Go on, people. Go on. Number 2. Number 2. Hey, Dan. If you. Number 2.
If you cycle, if
If
you
you cycle
cycle to work, you would get fit and you
If
would
you
get there
cycle to
quicker.
work, you would
Get
get
fit
fit
and get
and get there
and
quicker.
get there quicker.
Next.
Hey Dan,
Hey,
if
Dan.
you drank less coffee,
If you drank less coffee,
you wouldn't have so many headaches.
you wouldn't have so many headaches. Headache can be countable in English. So many headaches, not so much headaches. You would get rid of your headaches. You would get rid of your headaches. Number 4. Hey, Dan.
Hey Dan,
ate less
if
junk
you
food,
if
you
you
If
would
you
ate
ate
less
less
junk
junk
food,
food,
you would have more energy.
you
You
would
would
have
have
more
more energy.
energy.
more energy.
Next, if you ate less junk food, you would have more energy. Number 5. Hey, Dan. If you
If you
learn to
learn to
cook,
cook,
more fresh food.
you would eat
you would
more fresh
eat
food,
more fresh food.
which would ultimately make you feel better about your body.
Yeah.
6.
Hey Dan, if you
Didn't
didn't
watch
watch
So much
so much
TV,
TV,
you would find a new hobby or you
you
would
would
find
find
new hobbies.
new hobbies. You would find new hobbies. 7.
Hey
if
Dan, if
you
you didn't go
didn't
to
get
bed
to
so late,
If
wouldn't
you
feel
didn't
tired in the
go to
morning.
bed so late, you wouldn't feel so tired
you
in the
wouldn't
morning.
feel so tired in the morning.
And if you meditated
Meditated,
or if
Wouldn't
you did
you wouldn't feel so stressed.
meditation,
You can feel so
you
stressed.
wouldn't feel so stressed.
wouldn't
You wouldn't feel so stressed. So the second conditional allows you to talk about things which are less likely. See, this is the reality of this man, and we are imagining good things for him. If you did this, if you did that. Now, people, your turn to talk about your dreams, how you can show me what your reality is and what would you want ideally, in your dreams. What do you think? Go on. Nowadays, if people ask me to do anything physical, I get tired very easily because I don't do any physical activities. I don't do any push-ups. I don't do any exercise. So I get tired very easily. Look how I'm sweating after doing a little bit of physical work. If I went to the gym regularly, if I went jogging more regularly in the morning, I would have more stamina. I wouldn't feel tired so easily. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just pick up any topic and express like I did.
One thing that I think every boy will like that. Uh, as we know, we have a spare parts of our bikes and vehicles. If our technology were more developed and we could create a spare parts of our bodies like limbs and other internal organs, then we would drive our
Would.
yeah would they then we would drive or ride our bike so recklessly and at a very high speed.
We would take our body for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people would not really worry about getting injured. True. Okay, you guys have anything to say? Anything using the second conditional about your life? I would go to the pretty girl, Aisha.
Yes, sir.
Go on, Rita.
If I had known the roadmap to become an astrophysicist, I would have studied physics properly. Although I studied physics well, but later on I developed interest in computer science. So right now I'm going to pursue my career in that field.
Well, Aisha, but you did not use the conditional I taught you. You used the third conditional. Did you realize it? You didn't know?
Yeah, I use past.
And the structure we have learned doesn't talk about the past. We did Dan talk about his past at all? No. When
I
we
have
said,
another sentence.
hmm,
If I had an eidetic memory, I don't have to study hard for the exam.
I
I
don't
wouldn't
have, I
have
don't have to study मतलब मुझे नहीं पढ़ना पड़ता है. मुझे नहीं पढ़ना पड़ता. I wouldn't have to study so hard. That's right. Well, carry on, people. Tell me more. Tani.
Story, sir.
Hushi, when you practiced the exercise, when you did the exercises in the practice book, did you ask yourself why you were using would instead of will? Thank God you asked me this question now.
But for connection,
Take a look. See, these two talked about their plans, real plans, okay? Real. But here, if you lost your job, what would you do? And exercise 3, you should revise a little. I don't know what I'll do if I lose my job. What I will do if I lose my job. Will, V1, lose, I'll lose. If I lose. If you lost, V2, what would you do? Sorry. So this is the second conditional. Second conditional is used to talk about, but what if? लेकिन अगर ऐसा होता, ठीक है तुम्हारी कंपनी बहुत अच्छा कर रही है, लेकिन अगर तुमको जॉब से हाथ धोना पड़ता, इफ यू लॉस्ट योर जॉब, व्हाट वुड यू डू? क्या करते फिर तुम? ठीक है तुम्हारी कंपनी अच्छा कर रही है, ठीक है कि वो तुम्हारा हस्बैंड तुमको बहुत प्यार करता है, लेकिन अगर उसने तुम्हें डिवोर्स दे दिया तो तुम क्या करोगी? रियलिटी है कि वो तुम्हें बहुत प्यार करता, नहीं देगा डिवोर्स, लेकिन अगर दे देगा तो क्या करोगी? तो इफ योर हस्बैंड डिवोर्स्ड यू, V2, व्हाट वुड यू डू? दोबारा शादी करोगी? Would you get married again? I am confused. No, I'm confused. Khushi, I am confused. I'm confused. एक हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन,
can say will basically.
हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन है, और उस हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन में क्या रिजल्ट होता, यही बताने के लिए वुड, क्योंकि फर्स्ट पार्ट में हाइपोथेसिस हम लोगों ने कुछ इमेजिन करा. तुम हमारे फिजिकल क्लास में नहीं हो, अगर होती तो तुम ज्यादा कंसंट्रेट करती. ये पॉसिबल कितना है कि तुम फिजिकल क्लास में होगी? तुम नहीं हो. यू आर नॉट इन द फिजिकल क्लास. But if you were in the physical class, not if you are, if you were in the physical class, you would learn a lot better. Would क्यों? ये कोई फ्यूचर की बात नहीं है, बस खाली ये कि अगर ऐसा होता सिचुएशन तो ये रिजल्ट होता, लेकिन वो सिचुएशन तो है ही नहीं, या होगा ही नहीं, है ही नहीं, या तो होगा ही नहीं, तो फिर उसकी बात क्या करना. लेकिन हाँ, बात कर रहे हैं. रुकैया हॉस्टल में रहती है क्योंकि उसकी माँ बिहारशरीफ में है, उसका घर बिहारशरीफ में है. अगर उसका घर पटना में होता तो उसको बिहार से में रहने, पटना में हॉस्टल में रहने की क्या जरूरत होती? वो पटना में हॉस्टल में थोड़ी रहती, वो अपनी माँ के साथ रहती। अगर उसकी माँ पटना में रह रही होती, उसकी माँ अपना घर उसका पटना में होता। है ही नहीं, है ही नहीं, रियलिटीज नहीं है। रुकैया डजंट हैव अ हाउस इन पटना, हर हाउस इज इन बिहार शरीफ। बट इफ शी हैड अ हाउस इन पटना, if she had her house in Patna, then if she had her house in Patna, then what, Kushi? Then what? I can't hear you. Kushi, I can't hear you.
She would live at her home.
She wouldn't live in the hostel then. She wouldn't live in the hostel. ये would क्यों है, समझ में आया? Will क्यों नहीं है? We are imagining a situation. हो ही नहीं, होने का चांस नहीं है। सबके बारे में ऐसे ही बोलूंगा, मैंने कल भी करा, आज फिर कर रहा हूं अगेन। ओके? और तुम लोग सुनते हो बट ध्यान नहीं देते, तो डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाते। खुशी, अगेन यू आर गेटिंग डिस्ट्रैक्टेड, दिस इज गोना कॉस्ट यू। शम्स आज ऑनलाइन अटेंड कर रहा है, क्यों भाई शम्स? वाई वाई आर यू अटेंडिंग ऑनलाइन?
I'm late to come, sir.
क्योंकि आप लेट हैं क्लास में, राइट?
Yes.
अब आने में और देर हो जाएगा। हाँ ठीक है। अगर उसका घर बगल में होता, जो कि है नहीं, लेकिन अगर उसका घर पास में होता तो वो अभी फिजिकल क्लास अटेंड करने आ जाता। His house is far from the institute. But if his house were past tense, इसलिए नहीं कि past time के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, अलग है रियलिटी से। If his house were near the institute, he would attend the physical class today too. तो सेकेंड कंडीशनल इज फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन, जो रियलिटी से हट के बात करते हैं ना, रियलिटी से उल्टा, जो है ऐसा, लेकिन अगर ऐसा होता तो क्या करते? तानी चश्मा पहनती हैं, अगर वो चश्मा नहीं पहनती होती तो वो क्या बोलती हो तानी? अगर आप चश्मा नहीं पहनती तो? अगर आप चश्मा नहीं पहनती तो क्या होता तानी? नहीं तो क्या होता है, नहीं तो क्या होता? आप चश्मा पहनती हो, लेकिन अगर चश्मा नहीं पहनती तो आप अपनी उम्र से और कम, आप अपनी उम्र से ज्यादा यंग दिखती ना, आप अपनी उम्र से ज्यादा यंग दिखती फिर। इफ यू डिडंट वेयर ग्लासेस, यू वुड लुक यंगर, यू वुड लुक यंगर, यू वुड लुक यंगर। क्यों? अगर आप चश्मा नहीं पहनती तो, मेरे बाल सफेद है, अगर मेरे बाल काले होते तो मैं अपनी उम्र से कम कम का दिखता ना, जितना मैं अभी दिखता हूं उससे यंगर दिखता ना। यू कुड से दिस टू, सर योर हेयर इज वाइट, बट इफ योर हेयर वर black, you you would look much younger. I don't have very muscular body. I don't have a very muscular body. अगर होता तो यही है सेकंड कंडीशनल। अगर ये हिंदी में समझ में आ जाए तो बहुत अच्छा। If I had a muscular body, I would wear tight-fitting t-shirts to all the places. I would flex my muscles. I would flex my muscles. I would show off my body. And I would get a lot of second looks. I would get a lot of second looks. I would get. I don't get second looks, right? Because I don't have a muscular body. इज्जत खराब ना कर देना खाली। चलो, if Rukaiya says, if I had money, I would buy countless books. Really, Rukaiya? Can I give one more sentence? Yes, of course, Aisha.
If I had a magical wardrobe, I would never repeat an outfit for the rest of my life.
ऐसे नहीं बोल सकते आयशा, ये नहीं लगता है प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो आप. It doesn't, that's the problem. The sooner you get out of that mode, the better for you. Do you think you're practicing, Aisha? When you're practicing, it should seem like you're practicing. Looks like you're delivering a dialogue, beta. Please try again. And stay on, slow down in those parts which are important grammatically, so that you could tell yourself that, look, Aisha, I took care of this. Tell yourself, look, Aisha, I took care of this. I said this here. Slow down in those particular parts where the grammar is important. Go on, try and say the same thing.
If I had a magical wardrobe, I would never repeat an outfit for the rest of my life.
Yeah, if you had a magical wardrobe. So fine, but I want real life conversation, Aisha. I want real life conversation. Look, I'm connecting with people's lives. Rukaiya says she's fond of books. She wants to buy a lot of books. Rukaiya, ये सब ऐड करना था तुम्हें अपने बातचीत में. Use the mic and express yourself. You know, sir, I'm really fond of books, sir. I really, want to have a lot of books, but I can't buy them all, sir, because I don't have so much money. ये सारी बातें बोलने के बाद अगर आप बोलते हो, then it makes better sense. मुझे वन लाइनर मत दो, कोई ना देना वन लाइनर. फर्स्ट टॉक अबाउट योर रियलिटी एंड देन शो मी द wish, your wish. Sir, if I had more money, sir, I would buy so many books, sir. I would buy countless books, sir. I would have a big library of my own, personal library. Everybody, you understand what I'm expecting you to do? And I think you should be capable of doing so. Sajid, Yasmin ma'am, all of you, Sanjeev. Why are you off camera, Sanjeev Babu? मौका देखते मौका ताड़ लेते हैं, देखते हैं दो चार लोग का बंद है, हम बंद कर लेते हैं. राइट, दिस इज हाउ यू थिंक, संजीव? खुशी, I don't want this one liner. I want you to first of all describe the situation. Yasmin ma'am is still sick, and that's why her camera is off. If she didn't have a fever, she would be on camera. There's no electricity in her city. Yes, until if there were electricity, she would be here in the class. She's not in the class. So yeah, Kushi, please talk. Kushi, please talk. Use the mic. Everybody understand the value of using the mic for practice. You guys could write sentences in the group. You are in the class.
I don't have in the university. Sometimes I go to the because of way. If I had a car, I would go to my college on time.
I will बोल गई ना तुम? I will बोल गई ना? Subconscious. देख लेना, सुन लेना. Okay, maybe I heard it wrong, but I think you might.
No, sir.
She said would.
Would. Yeah.
तू तो साथ देगा यार, तू तो साथ देगा. I know.
Why, sir?
You have to support her. I know. You would never support me when it is between me and a girl. I know. Yeah, if it is between me and a boy, you would support me. I know. Chalo, never mind. Khushi got support of Zafri. Yeah, go on, people. Come on. You guys had so much time, 24 hours to prepare. What did you prepare? This.
Made by a boy.
If my scope was in Bihar, I won't be here.
Come again, Zafri. I would like to hear you again. Go on, everybody else. I would really want to hear you guys. You are giving me one-liners.
If I were one of the Barbie movie maker, I would never make love stories, because most of these movies that they make, they are mostly love stories. and I don't like that because that make me feel like they are showing the girl, very pathetic, very weak and all. So if I would be a movie
चाहिए
director.
अभी चाहिए सॉरी 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 प्रिया
Yeah.
हाँ तो हम लोग की जरूरत है क्या फेंक दीजिए उठा के मोटरसाइकिल आप नहीं ना आए मोटरसाइकिल आप नहीं ना आए अरे जस्ट किडिंग मतलब किसी को बुरा ना लग जाए कि मेरी मोटरसाइकिल लगी सर कह रहे फेंक दो उठा के because I thought it would be mine, usually my bike is there. So I फेंक दो उठा के. Okay. It was a new bike, my sister's husband's bike. Yep. Okay. So Priya, you said that, if you were a movie maker, right? You
Yeah.
wouldn't Barbie movie maker.
Yeah, Barbie movie maker.
You wouldn't make love stories.
Yes.
Because those films were, in Barbie films, romantic films, you see love stories, you see girls are shown in a very, I will say, terrible situation, like to be rescued by a man, right?
Yes.
They need to be rescued by a man, and the strong woman in you, strong independent woman in you, doesn't like that idea that you need to be rescued.
No, it's not about rescued. It's about that she can do things for herself. She
Yeah,
can get out of
yeah,
that situation.
that's right. She can do things for herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't need somebody to take care of her. But it feels good now when you have somebody to take care of you.
That's a different thing. But in the movies, they don't. They just take the key from one person to and give it to another person. It's like
Oh,
that.
like the girl is like a possession, taken away from one person and given away to somebody else, right?
Yes.
From the father to the husband, from the
Hmm.
brother to the husband.
Right.
Right. I agree with you. Wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
It happens in real life as well, sir.
True.
Yeah.
In many places. I'm studying medicine, but I also wanted to be an air hostess. So I would be an air hostess if I didn't choose medicine. ये गड़बड़ हो कर दिया तुमने चुनने का काम तूने पास्ट में कराना रुकैया तो आई डिडंट चूज क्यों लिखा वो पास्ट टेंस तो है नहीं पास्ट टाइम के बारे में तो है नहीं है why did you say if I were not be studying medicine if I were not be I am studying but if I were not be studying medicine I would be an air hostess right I would be doing a course to be an air hostess maybe didn't choose लिखना चाहिए था आपको because didn't choose का काम तो आपने पास्ट में कर लिया and you cannot talk about past actions in this
Okay, sir.
मुझे बताना पड़ेगा बार बार पास्ट टेंस यहां दिखता है इफ के बाद बट इट डजंट रेफर टू द पास्ट टाइम तो अगर पास्ट टाइम के बारे में बात कर रहे हो डोंट यूज दिस यूज द पास्ट परफेक्ट एंड वुड हैव नॉट ओनली वुड हैव एंड V3 अगर पास्ट के बारे में बात कर रहे हो we cannot go in the past we cannot travel to our past right we cannot go backwards if we could if we मतलब क्या हुआ अगर मतलब क्या हुआ अगर हम लोग पास्ट में जा पाते ठीक है तो कैन क्यों नहीं बोल रहा हूं क्योंकि होएगा नहीं तो कैन क्यों बोले if we could we would fix a few things we would fix a few things right go on
If I didn't have to follow, sorry, I think. Okay. If I didn't have to follow society norms and standard, I would live in a village, teach student in the evening, take siesta in the afternoon, and enjoy my life.
Interesting. But I have a feeling, and I am trying to let you know, all of you guys are focusing a little too hard on the structure, not really giving enough details. I want you to be more relaxed when you're talking about the situation now. And then after describing the situation in great detail, give me the contrast with the conditional. अगर ऐसा होता, अगर ऐसा ना होता, पहले बताओ कैसा है, in as much detail as you can. बताओ reality क्या है, क्या situation, तुम्हारे बाल देख के मुझे ख्याल आ रहा है खुशी, you have to take good care of your hair because your hair is long. तो कुछ बताओ इस बारे में, तुम्हें भी तो पता है कि तुम्हारे बालों का तुम्हें ख्याल रखना पड़ता है, इट कंज्यूम सो मच ऑफ योर टाइम, यूर स्टूडेंट, इट्स नॉट इजी, राइट? अगर तुम्हारे बाल छोटे होते तो वो कितना आसान होता, तो ये क्या कितना मुश्किल है, सोचना क्या पड़ना है इसके लिए, जो रियलिटी उससे उल्टा बोलो, कम ऑन. The problem somewhere I am sensing is you guys are not very comfortable describing the reality of yours today. So you're focusing too hard on the structure. वो वाला बोल दे रहे हैं, हो गया मेरा काम. No, that's not how it is. Tajid, you have not said anything.
Okay, sir, I'm saying, well, I am thin right now, but if I had a good body, I would get photo clicked a lot. Because when I was 12 or 13, I used to get photo clicked a lot. And it, I used to put it on Facebook and Instagram.
Tajid,
But now I am,
be on camera, please, because I'm
yeah,
struggling to understand you. If I can read your lips, I would understand you better. I think your network is not very good.
yeah, sir. That's why I am out.
Go. I understand. Okay. If it helps, please be off camera, but please repeat what you said. I couldn't really hear you very
Okay.
well. I don't know about others.
I was saying that I am thin now,
Yep.
but if I had a good body, I would get my photo clicked a lot because I love it. I love it. And when I was 12 or 13, I used to get my photo clicked a lot and I used to post it on Instagram and Facebook. But now I am longer and thin. So my photo didn't look good now.
Well, to be honest with you, Sajid, if you have to hear my honest opinion, I think you've got a great face. Your features are pretty sharp.
Yeah, but I don't have a good body, sir. That's
That's what I'm
why.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Instead of worrying about your body, just start doing
Yeah,
something. Make your body work. Make your body
yeah.
work. Okay, you're young. You
I'll have
should have energy. If I were in my
yeah.
20s, I wouldn't need anybody's advice to, go to the gym. I would definitely do it. I did it when I was young. But when you're in your 40s, you don't feel the same level of energy. Even though you have time, you don't feel the energy. Okay. You would buy those expensive cars and you would put them on rent. You would rent them out. You would rent them out. Okay. Rukaya, I think you should have added, I miss my mom a lot because I live in the hostel. Where is that line? Where is that line about your reality? I keep saying that you guys are not adding enough detail about your reality, about your truth today. You are saying we don't have magical doors. Yes, true. If we had a Doraemon anywhere door, I would visit my mom just in a second. Lovely, very good. But again, I want you guys to talk about more real, again, real means related to your life. Yes. Yeah, these are all good examples, no doubt.
We are here studying English, how to speak English, or how to do good in English language. But in foreign country, we all know in English country, their English is their native language. They didn't practice. They practice a lot. They are just native language, so they are very fluent in English. So if we were born in those countries, we would we wouldn't we wouldn't taking English.
We wouldn't be taking English class. We wouldn't be taking English class. हम लोग English class नहीं कर रहे होते. If we were Americans or British or Australians, if we were native speakers, we wouldn't be sitting here doing an English course. Absolutely right. Sanjeev,
If I were in class, I would join the physical class.
why is the voice like in and out? You hear some, sound bites, and then you don't hear it all. Why is that? Are you using a Bluetooth thing? How many
Yes, sir.
times have I told you guys that your Bluetooth you think is a great thing, but it doesn't have a great mic? Please. Why do you want to torture me like this? Don't you hear some people's voices coming out so clearly because they're using the internal mic of their device? Yeah. Go on.
If I were in classes, I would join the physical class. And if I were much tall, I
रियलिटी
would
कौन बोलेगा भाई? रियलिटी कौन बोलेगा? पहले ये बता दे. इतना देर से बोल रहे रियलिटी बोलो. कौन बोलेगा? Now I'm losing my patience. Who will tell you, speak about the reality, first of all, of you, that this is the situation? In all the exercises in the book, whether we talked about Dan, we first talked about his reality, or the previous, that this woman has 2 children, she doesn't have time. Where is your situation that you are showing a contrast? That's why you guys would learn only half. Hello, Rusana. You wouldn't really appreciate it so well, Sanjeev, because you're not adding that reality thing. So you're not realizing that you're talking about a contrast to what reality is. Talk about it. Come on.
okay. Mm, I'm in my village, and when I join the online class, I'm not much comfortable.
Mhm.
That's why I said if I if I were in Darjeeling,
Hmm.
I would join the physical
Much,
class,
much better, Sanjeev. Much, much better. You spoke so well. Didn't make
and
mistakes.
I have a dream to join the defense, but I I don't much yeah I don't much tall. I'm not much tall. That's why if I if I were much tall,
If I were
then
a bit taller, if I were taller, अगर हम
yeah,
थोड़े
if
लंबे
I were
होते.
tall,
अभी जितने
yeah,
उससे ज्यादा, हाँ.
I would join the defense.
Hmm. Okay. Rukaiya, you are adding, examples, but beta, I want you to be on the mic. What's the problem, beta?
Everyone is speaking, so I'm just writing.
No, no, no. Please go on. Read. Say what you have written.
Okay. I haven't seen my dad for ages, and I want one of my birthdays that turn out the most memorable
Hmm.
one. I would be really happy if he came or surprised me on my birthday.
But that's not very likely. So you use this,
Yeah,
right?
I know. Yeah, sure.
Great. I have a thought in my mind. Okay, don't you sometimes feel angry towards him and don't you want to feel like I don't want you even if you come, like I don't want you.
Yeah, sometimes I think, but still, oh,
Sometimes you get
sometimes
that feeling.
yeah, I really want to meet him. see how you react
That's
when
how
you
you
meet.
feel for your family, your blood relations, love and hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mostly hate him. I don't love him at all.
I can understand. Again. तानी, अरे कितनी बातें हैं बताने को.
Can I try, sir?
Of course, Ishan. Who's stopping you?
Yes, sir. I would have a dark black silky hair. If I had wavy or curly hair, I wouldn't need to set the hair all the time because when I wash my hair, it becomes a warm silky type.
ब्लूटूथ हटा ले भाई. कैसा लोग मेरे साथ कर रहे हैं.
Uh, Now can you hear me, sir?
यस.
Yes, sir.
जाके ऑडियो सुनना, रिकॉर्डिंग में सुनना कि कैसी आवाज आई थी पहले और कैसी आवाज आई बाद में. यस.
Okay. Yeah, that time I was said, I would have dark black silky hair. If I had curly or wavy hair, I wouldn't need to set the all the time because when I wash my hair, it becomes warm silky because I have got dark silky hair. That's why
Right.
I said.
Right. Well, the color has nothing to do with it. So you could have
Yeah.
left the color out. You could have left the color out. The color has nothing to do with the way you feel about it. Okay. So you could have left the color out. But anyways, good example. Thank you. Tani writes, I always wait for my husband's call. If he doesn't call me, I'm. क्या बोल रही हो तानी? इतनी कंफ्यूजन्स क्यों, इतने मिस्टेक्स क्यों, बेसिक एरर्स क्यों, व्हाई? चलो हिंदी में बोलो, बात खत्म. जब
मैं वैसे अपने
जब जब
कॉल का वेट
संजीव
करती हूँ
संजीव ने बोला ना, तो मुझे बड़ी खुशी हुई. ही
जब
डिडंट
वो
मेक
कॉल
एनी मिस्टेक्स देयर, 4 लाइंस एंड नो मिस्टेक्स. ऐसा बहुत रेयर होता है दैट यू गाइस गो ऑल करेक्ट एंड सेंसिबल सेंटेंसेस. यस तानी.
मैं अपने हस्बैंड के कॉल का वेट करती हूँ जब वो कॉल नहीं करते तो मैं उनको मैसेज करना चाहती हूँ आई
तो
जस्ट
इसमें कहाँ है सेकंड कंडीशनल? किधर है इसमें? क्या है सेकंड कंडीशनल?
वांट
किधर सेकंड कंडीशनल हो गया? जब वो नहीं कॉल करते तो हम मैसेज करते हैं. इसमें किधर से सेकंड कंडीशनल है भाई? कंडीशनल मतलब अगर ऐसा होगा तो ऐसा होगा भी. इतना अच्छा से बताया कि भाई उसके बाल लंबे हैं, काले हैं. ओके, क्या खुशी की बात कर रहे थे हम. तो उसको दिक्कत होता है अगर उसके बाल ऐसे होते, राइट? मैंने कहा अगर मेरे बाल थोड़े काले होते तो. क्या बात कर रही हो तुम? अगर कहाँ आया तुम्हारा? अगर आया कहाँ तुम्हारा? अगर नहीं आया, कंडीशन आ गया. जब वो कॉल नहीं करते तो हम मैसेज कर लेते, कंडीशनल है. फिर तुम्हारे लिए इफ और व्हेन के बीच डिफरेंस बताया था, और सब कुछ करने के बाद यू आर सेइंग दैट इट इज अ कंडीशनल. इफ और व्हेन के फर्क को समझने के बाद भी समझ में आया कि आप ब्लंडर करा. देयर इज नो कंडीशनल सेंटेंस एंड यू कैन सी अ कंडीशनल सेंटेंस देयर. इट मींस हेलो टेक द क्रिटिसिज्म. शांति से क्रिटिसिज्म लो और काम करो उस पर. समझ पहले बनाओ क्या बात बोलना है. हिंदी में समझ जाओ पहले क्या है ये. ऐसे बात हम कितनी बार बोलते हैं आसपास में हर दिन अपने लाइफ में. फर्स्ट फाइंड दोज थिंग्स, देन थिंक अबाउट द इंग्लिश. You are in the middle of it. You don't even know in Hindi kya hai conditional, and you are trying to say it in English. Obviously, you are going to, let yourself down like this. देखो तुम कॉपी कर रही हो तानी, वो भी बिना समझ बनाए हुए. ठीक है, कॉपी करना इज अ ग्रेट आइडिया. फर्स्ट समझ बना लो रियल में, रियल अंडरस्टैंडिंग. क्या चलो हिंदी में 4-5 कंडीशनल दो, सेकंड कंडीशनल. चलो हिंदी में, छोड़ो इंग्लिश को गोली मारो. क्विक फास्ट अपने लाइफ से रियलिटी से कॉन्ट्रास्ट करके दिखाओ. जल्दी जल्दी, बहुत सारी बातें, 4-5. जितनी जल्दी बोलोगी मुझे इतना कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा कि तुम समझ रही थी. हिंदी में. अरे मैं बता देता हूँ, इतना आसान है। मेरे घर पे भैया की वाइफ नहीं है तो पापा को खाना खाने में दिक्कत होती है, कोई खाना बनाने वाला नहीं रहता। अगर मेरे भैया की शादी हो जाती, मेरे भाई की शादी हो जाती, उसकी एक बहू आ जाती, तो पापा को खाना टाइम पे मिलता क्या यार? अभी भाई शादी नहीं करा, तुम्हें ही पता है, तो ये बात ऐसे बोल के काम कर लेते। क्या इतना मुश्किल हो रहा है? सेकंड का हिंदी में नहीं बता पा रहे, इंग्लिश में कैसे बताएंगे? बताइए, क्या है कंडीशनल? पहले एक सिचुएशन इमेजिन करें, अगर ऐसा होता, जो कि हो नहीं रहा है, हो नहीं सकता, होने की गुंजाइश कम है। अगर घर पे भैया की वाइफ होती, जो कि है नहीं, तो वो खाना बनाती। ऑफ कोर्स वो नहीं बना रही क्योंकि है ही नहीं। ये भी हो सकती है। मैं एक शादीशुदा हूँ, मैं घर पे रहती हूँ, लेकिन अगर मैं शादीशुदा औरत ना होती अभी, तो मैं डेफिनेटली कोशिश कर रही होती जॉब करने की, या जॉब में होती। ऐसी बातें बोल सकती थी वो, बहुत सारी बातें बोल सकती हैं, लेकिन वो उनके दिमाग में है ही नहीं ना। हिंदी में वो नहीं है। वो कब से वो वेदर इज टू हॉट, आई वुड गो टू द वाटर पार्क, 4 दिन से वो चला रही है एक ही सेंटेंस को दिमाग में, आगे नहीं बढ़ पाई है वो। एंड व्हाई इज दैट? बिकॉज शी इज नॉट ट्राइंग ऑनेस्टली। जब आपको परेशानी होती है, यू एक्नॉलेज दैट यू आर परेशान एंड देन यू लुक फॉर द सोल्यूशन। यू डोंट गो अराउंड इट कि नहीं नहीं ये बस ऐसे, नहीं नहीं बस ये से। एक्नॉलेज दैट हाँ मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा, लगता है कुछ ज्यादा ख्याल नहीं आ पा रहे। अच्छा आयशा, मेरे को इतना सारा मैसेज आता है व्हाट्सएप पे, टेलीग्राम पे, लेकिन अगर मैं लुक्स ऐसे ना होते जैसे मैं हूं, तो इतने मैसेज नहीं आते मुझे। नहीं, ये नहीं बोल सकती आप आराम से फटाक से? बताइए, कितना आसान है ये बोलना। आई गेट।
I am not tall, but if I were tall,
अरे यार,
feel
अरे
more
यार ओके चलो ठीक है। ओके, इफ यू आर टॉल।
I would feel more confident in thoughts because most of the guys are taller than me. Sometimes I feel too small. If I were taller too, I would feel more confident in front of them.
Okay, okay. Come on. I thought she would say something nice about herself, but she also said, no, there is one problem. Okay.
Asha, please wear the boots or heels.
Yeah, you have a solution. You can wear heels. You can wear heels,
But
heels,
not that small.
heels. No, no, yeah, I know, but girls wear heels now.
Yeah, I wear heels.
Yeah. And you are not that short. You're 5 feet 3 4 inches, I guess.
2'2", 5'2".
5'2". Okay. Go on, people. Shams. सच्चाई बोलो।
From a rural area.
Come from.
I come from a rural area, and so I have some orthodox thinking. And
You come from a rural area, so you have some orthodox thinking
yeah,
mindset. Yes.
orthodox mindset. But if I were born in like Mumbai or any metropolitan city or any other country like America, then I would have
Modern thing, right?
I would have 10 to 20 girlfriends.
10 to 20 girlfriends you would have. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Go on. Yeah. It is metropolitan, not metropolitical. Metropolitan. Metropolitan cities. Hmm. Anybody? Rukaiya writes, these days I really want to color my hair, burgundy color. But I can't do it. If I colored my hair, I would surely get scolded by my mom. Very good, Rukaiya. Very good. But again, you're not really fighting for your rights. You are in the class, you have the right to use your mic. ask her friends to be quiet and speak. Priya, do you have another example? Tani, don't back off, okay? Keep trying.
I really like Kangna Ranaut because of her sweet voice and her attitude also, personality attitude. So if I were a guy, I would at least once try on Kangna Ranaut.
You would try to
I would I would
propose to her.
propose to her at
Oh,
least
yeah, on Instagram, on Twitter.
somewhere. Hmm. Or I might try every social media.
Yeah, you might even try to meet her, in person.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but yeah, I at
Okay,
least I could send her message.
what do you think of the way she handled her relationship scandal with or relationship controversy with Ritik Roshan? The way she made it public and all.
To be very frank, I don't know the whole story.
Nobody does.
Sorry.
Nobody knows the whole story. Nobody knows the whole story. But what we know is she was the first one to go out in public. She started talking about the relationship and the problem she had with Ritik and his dad. Ritik Roshan did not say anything at first. He kept avoiding. And then finally he came out and said a few things, which I think made people believe that what he said was more true than what she said. We all know Ritik Roshan. Oh, he's a very successful guy, self-made and all. Okay, he lived a very, I would say, disciplined married life with his wife Suzanne for a long time. We did not hear of many of his affairs with other girls. And even after divorce, he was very cordial to his wife, and he had a good relationship with his children. Both of them played very good parents, even after the divorce. So I think the kind of things she said about him, she was just being, you know, revengeful. She was being vindictive. This is how sometimes some girls can be, some boys can be when they do not get what they actually want in a relationship. And this is one of the things that made me think differently of her. How you handle your personal relationships show a lot about what kind of person you are.
Mm, I have only one thing to say. I really like her, so
Yeah.
I would take her side. Whatever she did it right.
Well, I don't think you would like her more than I do. Even if you were a boy, rather I did when I first saw her in Gambler. What was the name of the movie? Gangster. Oh my goodness. Oh, she was like a breath of a fresh air. Okay, she was so amazing in that movie. But then she has become outrageous, obnoxious, and I can say so many negative things about that girl today.
The thing that I really like about her that she whatever she did in her life, she did
On
on
her
her
own,
own.
right?
Yeah.
And
Uh,
unfortunately, that has robbed her of her positivity. It should have made her more humble, more, positive and confident and all, but it has made her more arrogant and vindictive. You know, she's
but
not as.
the kind of industry she is in, right? So there you can't exactly say what's happening behind the.
She said about this girl, she's my cheap copy. About who? No, no, another actress. Uh,
Yeah, you're right. I don't remember the name.
yes, she's also pretty talented, you know, because she also has curly hair. She also fits in those roles which Kangana Ranaut did.
Tapsi Banu, sir.
Tapsi Pannu, yes, exactly. She said something really objectionable about her. She's my cheap copy. Okay. Anyways, there's no taste for accounting. there is no accounting for taste. There is no accounting for taste. You know, जिसको आप पसंद करते हो, लाख खराबियां रहे. So it's all fine, Priya. You like her, that's okay. You don't need to be defensive about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm not defending
Hmm.
anyone.
That much Bollywood. I'm mostly watching the Hollywood movies and superheroes right? So I am not interested in this.
Interested.
I'm not interested in any other all gossips. But
If I were.
if I were following Bollywood
Hmm.
more, I would be more interested in this gossip.
Right. Well, I stopped taking interest in gossip, Bollywood gossip, long time ago. But this was something, big. It was in the news channels as well. It was not only in the gossip columns, what she said about Hrithik Roshan, what kind of things she said about Hrithik Roshan. Some people are, close to a person, in a per- personal relationship, very close. And then when they break away, when they go out of the relationship, they just start throwing dirt at that person's image everywhere. They do it basically just to feel good about themselves. That's it. Inside, they have a negative opinion of themselves. But to, you know, overcome that, they try and just say horrible things about the person elsewhere. That's what they do. But the reality is something that only that person and the other person in the relationship knows. People only listen to the stories. And nobody is a villain in their own story. Yep.
But I think that Ritik and his father is very successful person, right? So you can't, like, if you are a successful person, you just can't go on stage and say anything about anyone, because you have a reputation. Even if you are doing wrong or whatever, you have a reputation. But Kangna, she was just a raw figure there, and she was totally new. I'm not defending her. It's just one of my perspective. And she might didn't know like how to handle or something. So she did all those things. Whether it was right or wrong, I don't know if it's the reality or fake. I don't know. But anything could happen.
Unless a person is physically violent in a relationship, you know, unless a person is physically violent, either the woman or the man, the other person goes public about what went wrong, that is absolutely, not decent. That's not decent at all. When you're close to someone, you can get to know a lot of private matters of them. You can't go out in public and reveal all those things. That shows that you are just not a reliable person. And many people will be afraid of being close to you. I wonder if she has ever been in a relationship after that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear anything about this.
Yeah.
But I didn't get your point. Like, she never went in a relationship. So what do you want to say here?
She definitely, did not do very good favor to herself doing what she did. Not because everybody in the world is all siding with Hrithik Roshan because Hrithik Roshan is more powerful and more successful. People thought that Hrithik Roshan was right there. A lot of people, just like, in the case of Kareena Kapoor and Shahid Kapoor, people thought Shahid was right. Okay. So people believe Hrithik Roshan more, his version of the story more.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm just not touching that certain aspect of her personality where she shows tendency of licking up to powerful people, and all
Hmm.
that. By the way, she's she's an amazing actress, no doubt, and she's an MP right now, right?
MP.
Yes.
Yeah. So show respect, guys. I have to show respect. She's an honorable MP. Okay. I don't know. So the second conditional, contrast to the reality. More. आप लोग के पास है कुछ कहानी बताने का? हिंदी में बताओ, मैं आई विल ट्राई टू एक्सप्रेस दैट इन इंग्लिश. खाली ये समझाओ कि तुम्हें समझ आता है सेकंड कंडीशनल क्या है बाय सेइंग समथिंग इन हिंदी. कौन? बहुत पैसे नहीं है आपके पास. ओके. पूरा बिहार शरीफ खरीद देते हैं. बिहार शरीफ में इतना इंटरेस्ट क्यों आपको? Okay, so he would try to buy the whole of Bihar Sharif, guys, if he had a lot of money. I don't know. I mean, what is so good about Bihar Sharif? If I had a lot of money, I would think of buying something, some place which were better. Why Bihar Sharif? Why Bihar Sharif? Okay, fine. It's a historic place. Okay. If you had a lot of money, you would leave this country. That's what rich people do. Rich people leave India.
India and Dubai is one of the best companies for real estate because they are promoting their property of Dubai in Indian airport. They hired Kartik Arya
For the advertisement as a brand ambassador. Okay, good. So, अभी कुछ बेहतर लग रहा है आप लोग को समझ के मामले में that आपको क्या बोलना है, क्यों बोलना है, second conditional, right? Rusana, would you like to give a few examples about your life using the second conditional? Say something about your life.
Teacher, if I could travel by fly, I would go to China.
Right.
Stopping
Yes.
in India.
Yes.
Yes.
If you could fly, if you could travel by plane, you would go to China, visit your daughter-in-law's family?
Yes. Her parents, her relatives, know about their habits and customs, and because um, China and India are different countries. Uh,
We are very different, but
officially,
very, very similar as well, Rosana. We are very different, but very similar as well.
yes,
When you,
but I I would like also see the celebration
right,
where people wear traditional clothes
right.
and their okay, not visit monument, etc.
Of
I
course,
would like to meet people to know
right.
their culture.
You know what, Rosanna? You know what? I realize that there are certain kind of people I get on very well with. You know, your personality has certain things. Like you said, what? You would not be interested in visiting those big monuments, big buildings, and all. You would be more interested in meeting people, learning about their culture, celebrations, and all, right? I am very similar. I'm not interested in looking at the buildings, sightseeing and stuff, I'm also more interested in real experience, being with people, learning about their culture, traditions and all. And I remember I had a close friend from America once, She had very similar personality as yours. We had very similar personality. So yeah, interesting. And then you would find some time to visit India, right?
Yeah, I would like, but it is a dream.
It is a dream, right? You
It,
never know,
it,
Rosanna.
it is a second conditional.
Less likely. But you never know. The 10%, that 1.5%, the 12% can sometimes become 100%, you know. You never know.
Zero, zero,
0, 0%.
zero, zero.
Ah, that's not very nice to think it is 0% likely. Okay, 12.7. I'm putting this in the group here. 12.7. At a crossroads in life. So guys, I am going to share 12.8 as well, and this will be your homework for tomorrow. So fine, we are wrapping up today and we'll continue. Okay, do the homework, everyone. Listen to the audio file, write the audio script as well, if you can. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.